On your ballot next month, you'll see an initiative to start a new state income tax.
Supporters say only the wealthy would pay the tax, but opponents say, oh, not so fast. King 5's Robert Mak talked with Bill Gates Sr. about this initiative, which he is supporting, and who would really end up paying. Robert?
Gene, a new state income tax would raise $2 to $3 million every year. Some of that would be used to reduce property and business taxes in our state, and some of it would go to education and health care. Bill Gates Sr. acknowledges down the road the legislature could change where the money goes and who pays the tax. But Gates believes voters will make sure that doesn't happen.
Hello, I'm Bill Gates Sr.
Supporters of a new state income tax don't actually mention the words income tax in their first commercial. Here's what they say.
And only the wealthiest 1.2% will pay more.
Well, then I don't have to worry about that, so.
Is it possible voters might say yes if they don't have to pay? It would kick in for any income an individual makes over $200,000, $400,000 for couples. There would be a 5% state income tax on top of your federal income tax. Anything an individual makes over $500,000, you would owe the state 9%.
The people of this state will recognize this makes all kinds of sense for the most important things that the state has to do.
There's not a single state in the union that has an income tax that starts at $200,000. The next closest is Connecticut, that starts at $13,000.
Opponents say the legislature will be tempted to expand the income tax, and by law it could do that after 2 years with a simple majority vote. In a King 5 poll, 89% tell SurveyUSA they think it's very or somewhat likely an income tax would be extended to those earning less than $200,000.
There's going to be a deficit. Oh, okay, now we got to tax the 100,000. Oh, now we got to tax people who make 50,000. So I see that probably.
But Bill Gates Sr. says if lawmakers try that, voters will step in.
I don't think there'd be any difficulty whatsoever in gathering the signatures for a referendum and overruling it.
Shouldn't that make people a little bit nervous, though, that they've started this state income tax, but if the legislature changes it, they have to go back to the ballot box and go through a referendum process?
Well, a little bit nervous. I'm not quite sure how to deal with that. There are all kinds of things that make people a little bit nervous. The bottom line, hard-nosed fact is that anything the legislature does is subject to a referendum.
Gates is on record supporting a state income tax at all income levels, but he says that's not what voters are being asked here. Bottom line, the legislature can and does occasionally change initiatives after 2 years. Whether that would happen in this case would probably depend on how bad the state budget is and most likely the politics of expanding an income tax. And that could change from time to time.
Interesting, his son is with him on this, but Steve Ballmer of Microsoft is opposed to it.
I'm sure they might have some good dinner conversation over that.
Yeah. Thank you, Robert.
Thank you.